Hey guys, Danielle here, and I am coming at you on Saturday morning, nice and early, to keep myself accountable, but also to help my team members. I have had a lot of newer coaches, just some struggling with new conversations, some getting roadblocked with new conversations, or some feeling like they are having a lot of conversations and they're not going anywhere. So, today I really wanted to talk to you guys about conversations, the topics you're bringing up with them, how you're tracking these conversations, how you're continuing them, how you're following up, etc. So I'm super excited about this because every conversation is different, and a lot of people have a hard time balancing that difference. And sometimes when we're in a conversation, we really get focused on listening, and while we're listening, we think of the things that they're going to need. And what you really want to start doing, especially if you are not having live conversations and these are social media conversations and messaging, tracking those conversations is going to be significant because you can save yourself a lot of time and energy by knowing exactly what you're talking to each person about. To do that, you have to ask questions, right? You have to know what people are wanting from your group, from you as a coach, from their program, anything like that. So you want to know what their goals are. What are your goals right now, right? Another thing to ask is, what's your budget? Because if they say to you, which many people do, the first thing they say is, I don't have any money, or how much is this going to cost me? I'm sure it's going to be expensive and I probably can't afford it. Sorry, guys, I'm just looking for a pen. And what you want to say is, that's awesome. I'm not sure what it's going to cost because it's not a one size fits all, right? So, what you need to do is tell me what your goals are, let me know what your budget is, and I can work with that budget. So if you have $20 to spend, we can start you on nutritionals, or if your if your fitness is your priority, then you can get someone started on a single DVD or a free trial of the on demand. And if their budget is $20 a month, then that free trial of on demand is going to get them 30 days free. Then the second month is going to be $40. So that's $40. And that's going to get them 4 months of workouts. That's pretty good, right? So if you're listening to what people's goals are, what their budget is, then you're going to be able to speak to them directly, and they're not going to be saying no to you because you're going to be able to talk to them about exactly what they are needing and wanting right then and there. So, when asking about someone's goals, everyone's different, but really sit and listen and take those notes, because the key to knowing those goals is the follow up, is being able to go back and say, hey, Sally, I know you really wanted to lose 10 pounds for your reunion that's coming up this Thanksgiving. That's 3 months away. My next program is starting in September. I'd love to help you get started so you can feel confident and proud walking through those doors, seeing your old classmates. Replay the memories a little bit. Think about that experience that that person is wanting to have and why they reached out to you, right? Johnny, I know that you have your wedding coming up and you're really excited, but you're just wanting to maybe fit into that tuxedo a little bit better. I really want to get you started on this program. I know that you were interested in starting last month, but you weren't able to take the leap. What's holding you back? Key question. That's such an important question to ask, guys. What is holding you back? And let them share, because you never know. Fear, I've done a million things, nothing's ever worked, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, whatever it might be. If someone comes at you with an issue with time, then focus on that. I totally hear you and understand it. I know how hard it is in even my day, and I don't have to go to a job. I don't have to do those things. I get my workout in, but sometimes because I have that flexibility, I'll move it around and then I won't get it done. So, if time is an issue, how much time would you ideally like to spend working out? Man, I mean, I could probably commit to 10 minutes, 10 minutes a day. And do you feel that 10 minutes a day is enough to get you the results that you're looking for? Honestly, I don't think 10 minutes a day is enough to get me the results because I'm not going to be able to commit and 10 minutes is nothing. And well, 10 minutes of intentional movement really can make it happen for you. And the best thing about 10 minutes a day is that you could do that multiple times a day. So instead of working out one time at 30 minutes, maybe you can work out twice for 10 minutes. It's a lot more realistic. We have the 10-minute trainer. It may be something that's right up your alley. I'm going to send you a video. I want you to watch it and see what you think about the workouts. If they sound like there's something, if you think that it's something that fits for you, then let's get you started. The biggest thing for you, though, that you do have time for is your nutrition. So I know you want to get your workouts in, and I think that'll be the solution you need, but your nutrition is going to be most important. Since you don't have time, then getting in that daily Shakeology is going to be critical. It's going to be quick, it's going to be simple, it's also going to get you your vitamins, your vegetables, your fruits, your daily dense nutrition that your body can hold on to, that your body can nourish itself with, and you can simply make that one change for now. And after about 30 days of that, we'll see where you're at and if you're ready to reintroduce new change to your nutrition plan. So you guys can see here that I talked about the person's goal and their fear is the 10 minutes, but ultimately their goal is to lose that weight. And if they think they can't do it in 10 minutes, I need to have an alternative, and that shake is going to be it. I'm not going to say, hey, let's get the 21-day fix. Those workouts are great. They don't have time for the meal prepping right now. Is it important? Yes, but not right now. It's going to be baby steps and small changes. So think about how you get started. I got started with one shake. I changed one shake a day. This is what I remind people. When I started 6 years ago, I changed to one shake a day. My lunches were horrid. I either skipped them or I was eating cold cut sandwiches or peanut butter sandwiches and chips every day, and it just wasn't doing anything for me, which is probably why I didn't want to eat them, or I didn't eat them until almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it messed up with my dinner, etc., etc. So when I changed to a shake, I didn't change any of my other habits. It took time. I was still eating the same way that I was eating, but I saw results because that one meal, that vitamin and nutrient dense meal, and the fruits and veggies that I probably wasn't getting before, had an impact on my body. And once I started putting that shake in my body, I then felt like, well, gosh, I'm putting this time, energy, and money into this. Maybe I should tweak something else. Maybe I should improve something else. What can I change next? And I would just change one thing at a time. It wasn't overwhelming. I struggle with full programs and doing them all out because it's like all of a sudden, I really struggle. So I know where customers are at and clients are at, yet I forget to relate that back because most people see where we're at now and they forget where we started, and that's where they are. They are where we started 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever it might be. Bring them back to their goal, guys. That number one question, what is your goal? What is your goal right now? Why are you wanting to join this group? Why are you wanting me to coach you? I need to know your goal so I know what I'm coaching you for. What is your budget? Most people are going to say, is this going to cost something? Blah, blah, blah. Even if you do it for free, people still, there's got to be some value to it. And just say to someone, hey, what is your health worth right now? What's your budget? I don't have a budget. Well, you must have some idea of what you want to spend. I'm not using this like to scam. I'm just saying like I can work with your budget. I don't want to break the bank for you. I don't want you to feel like I'm luring you into a big challenge pack you're not ready for now. But if your goals coincide with getting Shakeology or getting a full workout program, and that's where we're at, then we'll talk about your budget and when you can get there. And we'll talk about how much you can spend right now to introduce yourself to these habits. Because guess what? For $20, which is what your budget is, you can get 4 packets of Shakeology. You can get into the challenge group. You can follow a meal plan. The meal plan we're providing with the group. So that all comes in that $20. You're still going to have me as a coach when you're done, but you can focus on your nutrition right now. Better yet, if you really like that shake, then let's focus on saving so that you can make this a daily habit. Let's also see the value in adding this to your grocery list, to your food budget. Because when you have that shake a day, it's going to replace your lunch, it's going to replace your breakfast, whatever it might be. And you were telling me that your current breakfast is stopping at Dunkin' Donuts and grabbing a coffee and a breakfast sandwich, which is awesome if that's what you love, and that's great. But it sounds like it may be pushing you over, and it may not be great for your goals and for your health right now. And if you think about how much you spend at Dunkin' Donuts every day, I don't want to take that away from you. But if you replace that with Shakeology, you're actually going to start saving money. And maybe it can back off from doing every day at Dunkin' Donuts and just doing 1 day a week or 2 days a week, pretending you're going there every day and putting that money you would have spent into a jar. And when you have enough, then you can order Shakeology. And I think that's like $4 or $5 a day. So you should have enough before 30 days is even up. Does that sound like something that will work for you? Does that sound like something that you want? I don't want to push your habits away. I want you to make that decision when you're ready. But if money is an issue and these are your current habits, this is a way that we can make the two work together. Do you see how that conversation went, guys? Like, you kept reminding them, hey, I don't want to take this away. However, you're telling me that you want to lose weight. You're telling me that you want to eat better. And while that breakfast isn't horrible, it's really costly. And I guesstimated around $4 to $5. But if they're really getting certain things, ask them, hey, how much does that cost? I don't know, maybe like $5, $6 a day. Cool. Did you realize that Shakeology can be as low as $3.30 maybe? $3.50 a day? So if you spend $6 a day and then you go to $3 a day, now I'm a math person, so the numbers come. This is what I do. I like doing this. But if you save $3 a day, in the next 90 days, in the next 30 days of doing Shakeology, you're going to have to actually have like $90 extra in your bank account from switching to Shakeology and not going to, and I guess if you really calculated, you would say like 70 because with taxes and stuff like that. But that's pretty significant. $70 to $80 a month for me is gas all month. Like, that's huge. So I'm putting gas in my car all month and eating healthy. I just got 2 things for the same price as my unhealthy breakfast. If you guys do those things, now this isn't a conversation, so someone can hear that I'm saying it right now, right? Sorry, I'm moving my hands a lot. But if you're in a conversation thread, you have that time to calculate those things, guys. You don't have to jump at it. Read what they're sending you and take your time to respond. Talk to your upline. Talk to someone who's good with conversations and say, hey, this is where I'm at. Do you have time to review this conversation with me? This is where I'm stuck. Okay, so we just talked about asking about their goals. Once you know your goals, asking what their budget is. Third thing, what's your timeline for getting started? I know that you sound really excited about, jumping into this, but, I know sometimes time, schedule, budget can be an issue. What's your time frame for wanting to get started with this? Gosh, I'd really like to start in the next week. Oh, that's awesome. Why the next week? Is there a reason that you're rushing into it? Is there, and they may not have set a date with you with their goals. Maybe they already said that they want to do a reunion or a wedding or something in November or December. So you're like, okay, I get it. You've got 3-4 months. So this is perfect timing to get started. But asking what their time frame is helps you guys. Because if someone says, I really want to get started now, that's someone on your immediate follow-up list. That's someone that you want to put in your tracking system as follow-up every day, check in every day. Every day meaning, hey, how was that work, meeting that you had? I know you were super stressed about it. That Beachbody. Hey, how was the kids' swim lessons? I know that you just got them started. Little things like that. So if you guys do things like that, asking what their goals are, asking what their budget is, asking what their time frame to get started is, you now know who your priority follow-up people are. You now know when you're following up with them what you're talking about specifically, their goal, their budget, their time frame. And their time frame can kind of lead into why now? Like why is now a good time for you compared to before? Why is now the time that you feel like you're going to be successful with it? What has changed? What's different? Why are you ready to commit now? So hopefully those things help you guys. And if you bring some conversations, I'd love for you to comment on this video post and just say things that you're struggling with in conversations. But the biggest thing that I have is that most coaches don't go back to the original goal. So you can easily say, hey, I know that you were looking to lose weight for that wedding, for that reunion, for you were trying to get in shape for a triathlon, for a marathon, whatever it is that you're trying. You're trying to get back into your summer wardrobe and not have to buy a new wardrobe. Is that still your goal? Has that changed? So this way, if they haven't contacted you or messaged you or followed up, or they're reading your messages and haven't responded, then you can just say, hey, I know you were really hoping to achieve, etc., etc. Is that still your goal? Has that changed? I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. Just keep me posted. Let me know. So this way you can touch base and stay personal. People are going to recognize that. They're going to realize, you know what I mean, what that you're remembering conversations and that you're being personal with them. So in order to remember those things, I hope you guys are tracking your conversations. One thing that I like is Streak. It works really well for me. I can really personalize it. I can follow up and set my follow-ups. What's great too is that I can go to, even if I just have a standard customer list, I can just go and see, oh my God, I haven't talked to that person in 60 days. Boom, click email. And just have hey, how are things going? What do you have going on this summer? Just a quick little monthly check-in, right? That I can send to my customers, anything like that, my prospects. I had a coach yesterday say, I just had so many people in the leads and it's like they weren't responding or so I didn't move them. So I just stopped putting the people who are just leads in there. I was like, whoa! Now you guys if you're brand new, you're newer at this, it's not so overwhelming right now. But as you get further along, if you're not tracking, like I've lost people along the way because I didn't track when I first started, and I wish that I did. I wish these systems were there, and I have notebooks and I wrote people's names down and stuff. So I have some tracking, but it wasn't consistent, and it's not very easy to see when the last time I spoke to them was. So what I love about Streak is you can go in and it'll say last communication, last email, last contact 60 days ago. 100 days ago, and you're like, wow, I need to connect with that person. It helps you when you're stuck. Who am I supposed to talk to? Maybe you don't have a new list. So you go there and you just simply click an email or send them a personal message. And then you can just say personal message sent on this date. And guess what? It'll update. So track from the beginning, because every month that you're inviting people or talking to people, that next month, you can easily invite those same people with a simple, hey, I know that you were interested in the group last month. Just wanted to give you a heads up before I fill up my spots that we have another group starting. I know last month wasn't the right timing. Is this the right time for you? Are you still looking to whatever their goal is? Now your list went from 30 people last month to 30 new invites this month and 30 old invites. So that's 60 people you're following up with. Why 60? Because even your people who have already ordered, you should continue to invite to challenge groups. So having them in that system, now you remember, all right, Sally ordered Shakeology last month. Let me check in with her. Hey, Sally, how's Shakeology going? I know you're loving it. You did awesome in the last group. Are you ready for the next one? Boom. You now have bigger groups starting. If you keep consistent with that tracking and that follow-up and that messaging, if you have all your conversations in one place, it's easier for you guys to get less overwhelmed. You just are right here instead of all over. I know all over. I kind of like all over. It's chaotic. It's not good. And in the beginning, it's easier because it's like you have a few people. Oh, it's not too overwhelming. I don't really need a list. It's easy to keep up with people. That's awesome. But those original people who started with you sometimes get lost, and it's good to take care of those people. So Streak is one. You can easily have an Excel spreadsheet. What's nice about that, you can alphabetize it, or you can put it by date order, whatever it is. Streak is just nice because it does a lot. I know Teamsy is something, Streak is free. Teamsy is something that some coaches use. I don't, only because I want to be using what my coaches are using, and I like to recommend something free for new coaches. So that's a great thing to use. And then outside of that, that's a good structure for your conversations, guys. Knowing their goals, knowing their budget, and knowing their time frame. So if that helps you guys, great. New conversations, comment below so we can do these videos a little bit more often and do some live Q&A where you guys are interacting and sharing your live conversations, and we can go over actual real live conversations. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your commitment as a coach. Thank you for helping others. It's an amazing thing what we do, and I just want to say thank you, because you showing up, you watching this video, it's going to move your business forward. If it's you watching it to share with your team, it's going to move your team forward. But better yet, it's going to help you have better conversations with your customers, clients, coaches, and it's going to help you to coach better as well. So have an amazing day. Thank you again. Danielle here. Bye.